Okay guys, we're just going to run through this really quickly. I am back at my 2014 Nissan Versa. This is going to be a super quick, super simple brake job. I first had to take off the caliper bolts, and then I took off the caliper and just set it aside somewhere where it would not get in the way. I've seen people like bungee cord it and things like that, but I just set it up on top of that knuckle and everything's fine. I took out my return clips, I believe that's what they're called. And as you can see, my brakes have a good amount of meat on them, but my rotors were warped. This is something that they kind of warned me could happen because I got my rotors turned. Oh, here I'm pointing out, you just want to remember which one goes in front, which one goes in back. And now I'm just taking off my, it's a bracket. I'm trying to think of what it's called, but I know I think I know what it's like, a retaining bracket. Either way, and I'm putting my new hardware on it. But just to note, like I said about the rotors, I got them turned, and they said that it could kind of be like below specs, and I could kind of have issues with it, and I did. But they did it for free, so I don't know if it like evens out. But I mean, well, I don't know because it was for free and it lasted me a good while, but after that I ended up having to do my brake job earlier than normal because it got warped and it started to squeal really bad. So oh well, it's fine. My rotor came off really easily, but that's probably because I had just taken it off the last time I did my brake job. You might have to get like a rubber hammer or something just to knock it loose from all the rust. Here you can see that my new rotor is dirty. Please clean your rotor. I don't know what I was doing. I think I said I was going to clean it, but I think if we continue watching the video, I did not clean it. And yeah, I definitely should have. If I was doing this for a customer, definitely would. I would definitely make sure that everything's done, but sometimes when you're doing jobs for yourself and you're in a rush, you're just like, let's just get this done so I can get out of here. It wasn't super, I don't think it was cold. I think it was, yeah, I don't think it was cold yet. It's barely cold now, which is kind of sucky, but whatever. So now I'm just putting everything back together the way that I took it off. And yeah, this brake job is really going to be um, pretty much the same for the rotor brake pad combination on pretty much any car. Taking my C-clamp with an old brake pad and pressing in my piston so that it'll slide over the new brake pads and rotors because it's going to be thicker, and that's it. Okay, so I had a couple of little audio hiccups there at the end, but basically I just pushed that piston in and then put it back on. I lost some footage showing where I tightened back up the caliper bolt and well, actually no, I didn't have footage of me putting back on the tire, just the caliper bolt. So, I mean, that's it. I didn't do the taking off of the tire and putting on of the tire because I'm pretty sure we all know that. If I'm wrong, let me know, comment down below, and I will make a detailed video of some of the like do's and don'ts that I think are important for removing and also putting back on a tire. Removing and replacing, except for, I don't know, replacing doesn't sound like it's the word that's supposed to be used there. Anyways, yeah, if you guys saw, I didn't use any of the brake grease, which I normally would, but I completely forgot. Again, when you're rushing through a job for yourself, first of all, you shouldn't be. That's a don't. But sometimes it happens. Sometimes we just gotta get things done. I was going out of town, and um, and it was just a lot. It was a big fiasco. But we're not even gonna get into that. So yeah, so I had to hurry up and get this done, and I just rushed through it, and did not do it exactly as precisely as I normally would, but I still wanted to go ahead and make a quick video because I didn't know when the next time I was going to be doing a brake job would be. So I wanted to get this footage out there just to kind of help anybody who just wants to see how it's done. Or just to entertain someone who comes to my channel to watch me work on cars. Either way. Uh, yeah, so I think that's about it. I did hear a tip when I was working in a repair shop about taking off the top of your brake fluid um, reservoir, so that way whenever you're pushing that piston in, it goes a lot easier because it has room to move that air. Uh, and so you're not like working against the brake fluid and air and whatever. And I was like, oh, that sounds so smart. But I will say that it to me it sounds like also that some of your brake fluid could spill out from your reservoir, so be careful with that. Maybe do some more research. And yeah, I think that's it. So give this video a thumbs up. If you feel like I left anything out, you have questions, comments, concerns, leave me a comment down below. Like, share, subscribe, and yeah, see you guys in the next one. I love you, and I love you. Bye.